Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Canadian farm, where today it's time to pick up more hay bales. I actually meant to record to do all the off-camera work at an earlier point, but I did it just before I started recording today, so I'm running a bit later than I'd like. A lot later than I'd like, actually, after looking at the time. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pick up the hay bales. You'll notice that the baling wasn't particularly neat. That's because I do have... I've got the vehicle rental mod back. This is the first one the first rental mod I had that I've just re-downloaded and reinstalled, and the link in the mod list has been changed accordingly. If you were looking at the mod list over the last weekend, you would have seen some mods that now are no longer in it, as of today, which is Monday. So if you looked at it over like Saturday or Sunday, or I think Friday or Thursday as well, you would have seen some mods that just no longer are there. I do have a couple of new ones, so I've got one currently in the game that I need to test. It's not in this save game, but it's in my mod folder. I was playing around with 1.3 physics and seeing how tight I could get the JCB to turn at speed earlier on. Turns out it turns quite tightly at 35 kilometers an hour. Awesome. Up to €12,000. So I've forgotten what growth stage everything's at, which is great. I think it's a growth stage 1, which means, yeah, that's troublesome. This is going to lose another moisture today and another moisture tonight, overnight, due to the growth stage. Also, in game, it is 22 degrees today, which is unfortunate for the soil moisture levels. That means the moisture levels are all going to go down by one increment, which is not exactly ideal. I still need to check if the same thing happens in Cobra, which I'm worried about that. I really am. As you can see, there are weeds everywhere because there's no herbicide or weed prevention down on this map at all. Well, in these fields. There's herbicide down on the fields that I'm actually using, but none of the rest of them do. I haven't. That's just down to laziness. Plus, I don't think I can spread it anyway. Why would I waste money spreading herbicide on fields I don't own, essentially? I'd just leave them to rot. Getting them back up to usability would be fun. And I have seen some recommendations for maps coming in. One of which I will almost definitely be checking out. Probably on screen, but I'll be checking it out because it does look interesting to me and challenging. Whether or not I actually use it is essentially a separate matter. Because so there are some times, and I just look for specific things in maps for when I, like with this, I just wanted a flat map for the sake of a flat map. With Cobra Park, English. With Cobra Park, I wanted a big map with a few fields and kind of weird contours and funky contours that were based on a real map, like a real place, because that fits the story. And with most of the other maps, it's just been, this is a cool map, I'll play it. But yeah, I have no idea what what I want to talk about, which is never good when I'm 5 minutes into a video. So hopefully, the plan for like this video is we're gonna take up all the hay bales, and well, we are going to take up all the hay bales. I've just realised that I'm almost done already. That's positive news. And what we're gonna do after that is we are going to pass through midnight because we have no field work to be done at the moment. Once we've passed through midnight and on to like the next morning, it's essentially back to field work because we have all of the day's water stuff to do. Yeah. We have to spread water on the fields, and right now there's not a lot of field work to do, which is good. I'm getting Facebook messages and everything at the moment. Oh my god. I've had a lot going on lately. I've got a PDF file that's like 1800 pages open that I need to read in the next month or so. It's good that I've got this much to do. It's not helping stress levels at all. I'm not just like constantly working as well. I'm working really hard when I do work, and then I take time out to spend with certain people, and they know who they are. So that is all of the bales up. There weren't too many of them, thank goodness. What we're going to do is we're going to actually head over here and hop the ditch. Awesome, and hop the ditch. That counts. And we are going to possibly need PK onto it. Huh. Oh, we spread PK. Yeah. So I'm just going to turn off the tractor here, get out, because I need time fast forward mod to go through to about 6 or 7 in the morning once it gets bright again. 7 o'clock. Biomass heating plant wants wood chips. We have none, which isn't very helpful. And you can see over here now, the NPK is going to be changing momentarily. I hope. I really hope. Should leave soil mod do its thing while I check my message on Facebook. I'm going to reply to it later. It's nothing urgent. So, yes, we're at 5-5. We're going to lose... Huh. Soil moisture is insanely high now, which is good. It is actually good. So I think we're on growth stage 2. Which means we're going to... No, that was growth stage 3 because the pH level went down. I believe. Yes. So... 4 and we want N to be 5. Do I have anything? So yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 2 things today, like in this in-game day. After thinking about it for actually quite a while, I pick up this. I'm gonna head over to the fertilizer tank, and we are going to set it as NPK so that it can refill it. And now we're just going to set it as N. We're going to put some nitrogen down. I'm just going to do it kind of roughly. So hopefully that's spreading, because yes it is. Good. What we're going to do is we're going to throw down some nitrogen on all the fields, and what we're going to do immediately after that is come back around with lime to increase the soil pH. Hopefully that won't screw with it too much. There's no kind of... It's a lose-lose situation with fertility at the moment, but if I can get some... If I can get the maximum I can, which is going to be a bit too much nitrogen in the soil and possibly the pH a tad high. Yeah, a tad high on the pH scale is perfectly fine. I've just checked. So a tad high in pH and a tad high on nitrogen, perfectly fine. It won't have it'll have an effect, but it won't be as big as being too low. Like being too low on nitrogen and or pH is actually way worse. Actually being too low in pH is a bit more forgiving, but I'd prefer to be just the tiniest bit high, like one level high on pH. Because right now we're at 90%-ish on the pH scale in terms of yield. So that stretch over to the far side. It looks like it has. I'm going to have to go over and check. Yes, it has. We're good. I'm just going to go up again. And what about coming up this side? I can check this side of the field. Yep, that's all good. From what I can see anyway, which is very little. But it all looks okay. I'm just going to turn on cruise control and have a sip of tea. Yes. My thermos mug of tea is serving me well. So, yeah, we're gonna put down some nitrogen and then some lime, and again I'm gonna record another episode immediately after this, just for the sake of it, and figure out what to do there. I think once we got the nitrogen and lime down, we can actually just go straight to the harvest. We can just power straight on. I'll be checking daily on, you know, the numbers, but from what I can predict, we should be good. Because the pH we're going to be raising by, I think, 1 level. I think we should actually be perfect, or as near as we can get with. There seems to be a natural nitrogen imbalance in the game, which is in the soil mod, which is kind of okay. It adds to the challenge, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, what I need to do is try and get the nitrogen actually down by 1 level under PK, which I have no idea how to do. I'm guessing it levels itself, it evens itself out over time. And in fact, here's an interesting thought. What I could do is actually intentionally go a day over what I like. When the harvest starts, it's like day 5, the end of day 5. If I go to day 6, I should actually get perfect nitrogen, because I'm going to be raising it a level over what I actually need. So if I go to day 6, I should be good on everything. This is me trying to plan something out. Just talking it through with myself, or whatever. I don't know. My main worry really is going to be pH, because that is, I don't know what happens when I spread lime and don't like plough it in or cultivate it in. I'm just moving my pot filter a bit, so sorry if you heard anything there. My main worry really is the lime and what that's gonna do, because I don't have any information on that in my many cheat sheets. So that's gonna be a fun one. What I'm doing with what the nitrogen spreading is doing is it's gonna put in 5 extra levels of nitrogen, or N, so I'll have N times 9 at the end of the day, because it'll increase by 5 but decrease by 1 simultaneously, so it'll increase by a net value of 4. As you can see, the clover and alfalfa are growing again, which I don't particularly care about anymore. I've decided that I'm not actually going to get cows on this farm, and we're just going to kind of end this map after the harvest, because I'm kind of getting bored of it, and it looks like you guys are getting bored of it as well. I've seen the numbers kind of drop off on the videos, so I'm just going to go to the harvest and do that and sell everything off, and then I'll find a new map. Ben, it might be the map you recommended me, but I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe using that map to replace Cobra when the time comes, or something to that effect. I do actually have some vague plans, and I'm really gonna have to check Facebook again in a second. I do have some vague plans, but nothing really set in stone. And nothing's really set in stone in terms of maps and stuff. Or like even when I record, it's just kind of when I have some time. But it's basically when I need to get videos recorded that I record now, instead of like any set day. It used to be like Saturdays I'd record, and that's changed for personal reasons. Because I'm suddenly quite busy on Saturdays now. Well, not busy, but otherwise preoccupied. So let's get this changed to lime. Oh yes, this only does MPK, MPK, PKN, and lime. That's awesome. So let's get party started with some lime spreading. As you can see, it's a bit different to the line that was down from Gillimis Calc on the original Canadian map that I used for the first few episodes of this season. Kind of prefer this lime texture because I would presume that in reality lime wouldn't just be massive clumpy things. Oops. Lime wouldn't just be this massive clump of white. It would just be these tiny little white particles. And I do know that I have to go back and fix up this bit over the side here. It should be fine, but I'm going to do it just in case. So, yes. I must, after this episode, I'm going to take a short break just to reply to somebody on Facebook and get back to the farm work, I suppose. There we go. So, let's finish off field, what number is it? Field 1? Missed a bit up there. I'll leave that bit up there. As an experiment, yes, that's what I'm going to call it. So I think in the next episode I'll have all the fertilizing done, or all the lime spreading done, because all the fertilizing is already done. This isn't fertilizing, it's pH management, theoretically. Theoretically I'm managing pH, in practice I'm probably just screwing myself over by doing this. I think I need... Oh no, I need 2 levels of pH, don't I? Yes, because... oh. Okay, this is definitely experiment now. So I actually need 2 levels of pH increase, because one came from the growth stage, which was growth stage 3, which took away 1 N, 1 pK, 1 pH, and 1 moisture. The other is going to come from the nitrogen I just spread, which does lower the pH. So that's, yeah, I might have unintentionally fixed things, because this spreading lime without cultivating it, I think, is one internal level of pH, which is going to increase the pH to... It's probably going to keep the pH the same or thereabouts. So I might need to double lime it and come back tomorrow and spread more lime. But I might be good. If I'm really lucky, it's actually 2 levels of lime, of pH it increases by, and that it means I have no problems whatsoever. I know in like 2013 some of the pH just dumped itself every single time, no matter what I tried. Like, I literally spread lime every day on that, on like 2013 soil, and I was like, oh no, too acidic, you get no yield. 2015 soil mod seems to be, I'm not going to say more forgiving, but it is more forgiving. It's just as challenging, but it's a lot more forgiving. That's the best way to put it. 2013, it looks all sparkly. 2013 soil mod was very difficult and very unforgiving. You really kind of had to know what you were doing to get any sort of yield. Or at least I did, because I was clueless, and I never got any yield above like 10%. I don't even know what the actual numbers were, by the way. All I'm saying is that my yields were struggling to fill up trailers, struggling to fill up combines even. So yeah, I'm gonna end the episode about here and do field 3 off screen while I flirt with someone. I'm gonna do field 3 off screen and reply to some messages on Facebook and tell people that I'm actually busy and they shouldn't be sending me messages like what they did right now, because it's distracting. It's very distracting. So, I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on the Canadian farm. Please comment, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'll see you next time when we'll be figuring out what exactly I've broken here, because I'm sure I've broken something, and that's going to be fun to figure out. Until then, stay safe, and goodbye!